So, what is liquidity? When I say that this market is liquid or this asset is liquid, that means how easily that asset can be traded for money or cash. So, the last session I was telling you that gold is highly liquid. The reason for that is that you can convert gold into cash in a couple of hours. If you have a chain or any gold jewelry that you want to sell, all you need to do is visit your nearest, branch of Muthoot or whoever buys gold, and then you can convert into cash in a matter of hours. So that is the concept of liquidity, and the same thing works with the stocks or the assets that we are trading or the commodity, be it anything, that how easily it can be converted into cash. So we should always trade in a liquid market, because in a liquid market you will be able to place your orders in no time. So if you want to buy, if you are trading in gold, which is a highly liquid market, or even euro USD, one of the most traded pair in the world, it's highly liquid. So there's a lot of people who are trading this pair at any given time. So that's why it's liquid. अगर आप इसमें एक ट्रेड लेना चाहते हो तो नो मैटर, आपको उसी टाइम तुरंत यू विल बी गेटिंग दैट ट्रेड, आपकी ट्रेड ट्रिगर हो जाएगी. अनलेस यू आर एन इंस्टीट्यूशनल buyer, which is the banks, central banks, and large financial institution, they are the ones who will have a problem. But any retail traders or any small, hedge fund companies or anyone, they will have no problem as such when they are, trading a highly liquid pair as euro dollar. All the major currencies, GBP, USD, and even USD, JPY, they're all called major currency pairs. The reason for that is the volume. They are traded in large volumes. That's why they are highly liquid. If someone has a flat which is at a very good location in NCR, you know, if they want to sell it, then they can sell it quickly and get good returns. That's why it's called liquid. It's highly liquid, So liquidity is nothing but cash, means money. Every trade in a transaction between buyers and sellers. So more money in the market makes it easier to trade for big players. Who provides liquidity to these institutional buyers? The retail traders and all the small time firms or small companies. They are the one who are the liquidity providers. So they are the ones. Without them, the institutional will have a hard time, you know, filling their orders. That's why they have made it so easy for everyone to trade these days. So now these central banks or these institutions, smart money as we call them, what they need to do is they, when they are purchasing an asset or currency or whatever, you know, let's say they have, you know, I've told you this example time and again, but obviously this is so relevant that it always comes back. Let's say they want to open 100K lot sizes of buy position. They want to buy an asset, but what they need is they need 100K sell orders to fulfill this order, or else this order will not be fulfilled. So what they do is they will move the direction, move, you know, the market in the direction of, you know, buy. So what will everyone do is that they will buy, and then all of a sudden they will move the market back, hunt their stop losses, you know, एसएल हंट करके फिर मार्केट अपने डायरेक्शन में वापस चला जाएगा. एंड व्हाई दे डू इट? बिकॉज once they trigger these stop losses, they are able to fulfill their orders. So this is, ये मजबूरी है इनकी. This is a dirty, you know, work that they have to do time and again. I know it's not moral, I know it's not healthy, but उनकी मजबूरी है, क्या करें, क्योंकि दे आर buying at such large orders that they need to generate liquidity. You know, they need to generate it, and generate it by moving the market. You know, let me give you an example. Let's say this is the market sideways. Now if they want to buy, what they will do is they will then take the market down, you know, and what will happen is whoever then, you know, sells here, क्योंकि मार्केट नीचे जा रही है, तो people will sell, they will go down, hunt their stop losses, and then go up. So what is this? This is inducement, or this is a manipulation. And why they do it? To generate liquidity. Once they hit the SL of these guys here, now they're able to fulfill their orders, and they can continue to the direction they want to continue. Now we understand that these big players, they need liquidity because they need to fill their orders. Liquidity is essential for them. Liquidity is the lifeline of the market. Without liquidity, they cannot execute their orders. अब हमें ये बात पता लग गई है कि इनको लिक्विडिटी चाहिए, ठीक है ना. Once you understand this, now life will become easier for you because you just need to follow liquidity कि ये कहाँ जा रहे हैं. उससे क्या होगा, आपके एसएल हंट नहीं होंगे बार बार, and you won't be triggered out of the market. You will be able to, you know, take your trades along with these guys. And this is my motive to teach you. अगर मैंने तुम्हें सिखा दिया तो इसका मतलब I have done my job successfully. Okay, now ये क्लियर है कि what is liquidity and why liquidity is needed in the market. किसी को कोई इसमें क्वेश्चन है, एनीथिंग, गो अहेड एंड आस्क. अभिषेक, क्लियर है?
जी सर, क्लियर है ये।
लिक्विडिटी में कोई प्रॉब्लम तो नहीं है?
नहीं सर।
ठीक. तो अब now we know what is liquidity and why is it needed. We need to know what are the types of liquidity in the market. So the first is dynamic liquidity. What is dynamic liquidity? Dynamic, what does dynamic mean? Dynamic means something that keeps on changing. You know, dynamic is something that changes. So which is not static. In opposite of static is dynamic. So dynamic liquidity refers to the features that determine the market direction and movement. In other words, the factors that drive market movements. This is your definition. And what are the kind of dynamic liquidity, which is external and internal. Now, let me give you an example of external and internal liquidity. So, let's say this is your market structure, and so This was your swing low and this is your swing high. So this is your, you know, external liquidity. External. This is ERL, which is external liquidity. IRL is your internal liquidity. So what price is doing all the time is moving between external liquidity and internal liquidity. I will take you to the live chart. This is a 1 hour live chart of Ethereum. Does everyone know what is Ethereum? Ethereum is a cryptocurrency. It is one of the, you know, one of the main coins after Bitcoin, Ethereum. So a lot of people, trade in Ethereum. So now I can show you an example. So this is the external liquidity here. Can you see this external liquidity? Your swing high and your swing low. So the lowest position here and the highest position here. This is your external liquidity, both of them. ठीक है? Swing high or swing low. This is external liquidity. And what price is doing now is it's coming to this fair value gap, because since it has taken out the external liquidity, which was the previous week's high and the previous day high. So this is previous day high and previous week high. What do I mean by this? पिछले हफ्ते का जो हाई क्रिएट किया था, that is the previous week high, and the previous day high is the last day high. These are also major liquidity zones, क्योंकि lot of people have their stop losses at these zones, which is previous week high and previous day high. अब प्राइस बुलिश ट्रेंड में है इथेरियम का, और वो हायर हाई हायर लो बनाता हुआ बढ़ रहा है in a bullish trend. This is how bullish trends are, when the price is creating new higher highs and new higher low. So this is your higher high, this is your higher low. Then again, this is your equal high and this is your higher low. This is a higher high and then higher low. That's like that. The price has been moving in the direction of this external liquidity, which is your previous day high and the previous week high. And look what price does after that. Once it has swept this liquidity or grabbed this liquidity, whatever you want to call it, and then it get back into the range, because now it is going towards this internal liquidity. So the external liquidity is your swing high and your swing low, and then the internal liquidity is your fair value gaps. That's why the price is now, going to come at this point and then continue moving higher. This is how price is always moving in hunt of the liquidity.